Goodwill is about second chances for many of the people who we have the privilege to serve.
Stores are here to serve the community and help people who might not have had the advantage before.
It's just a tremendously good feeling every year when we get that report on how many people we've helped and how many jobs we found.
Our community's Goodwill started in 1975, and literally for the first 21 years was lost in the desert trying to find itself.
The store looked like a secondhand store. Things weren't organized whatsoever. The stores are small, crowded. They didn't have a positive smell to them at all.
The stores were the worst that I had ever seen. The leadership was not there.
From 1975 to 1996, there really, truly was not mission services being performed.
The board was kept in the dark. We weren't actually performing the Goodwill mission. For instance, at Christmas time, their mission was giving out turkeys. Well, that's not Goodwill's mission.
It was an overwhelming environment. It was a last chance moment. It was scary.
As bad as things were back in 1996, it really was an opportunity.
When Steve got to Las Vegas, we met with him the next day. There wasn't any doubt about it, that was the man we wanted to lead our Goodwill.
The first meeting that I held with my 30 team members was to give them our 6 core values. These core values were going to be the foundation on which we were going to grow our Goodwill. It took so many different people in order for us to be able to grow, and one of the key people was Bob Sasson.
I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know anything about this Goodwill. I was blown away. I have never seen anything as bad as this in my life. And so I did something which I to this day don't know how I could have done what I did.
He convinced his board, which was no small task, to guarantee the leases on 5 stores.
I don't know many companies that do that co-sign on loans, because what that means is if we didn't pay our bill, they were stuck with the bill.
I know for a fact we wouldn't have been able to grow as quickly. If it wasn't for his support and his guidance, we were able to get leases that they probably wouldn't have been able to get at that time.
The night before we opened that first store, we had $2,000 in the bank. We had a payroll due the next morning of $8,000. Bob and I were in the store. Both of my kids were in the store, 2 o'clock in the morning, cleaning the mirrors, putting the final touches on it. We opened that store and we did $18,000 on the first day, and we've never looked back.
It was a spectacular opening. I don't think Steve had ever seen anything like it in his whole life. He knew and I knew that we have to have more stores, so we did it again. And that store was a huge success. We did it 5 times.
That was the greatest gift for this Goodwill, because we literally would not be where we are today.
I was certainly vindicated to an extreme, because the success spoke for itself.
He saw the vision here. He saw that we had the community here to really support everything we needed to do.
You drive by those Goodwill sites and drop off your used clothes or furniture, but do you have any idea what that means? There aren't many organizations that can take unwanted goods and turn them into jobs, but that's exactly what's happening at Goodwill.
There was just so much potential in the community for this Goodwill. We were serving people with very, very limited resources at the time, but we were doing it very well.
We invested out of our own earnings $240,000 in order to offer services.
We had to find what was working, what wasn't working, and what could we do to bring mission services to the city.
We really focused on employment services. In March of 1997, we actually helped our first person, Carl, get his job. And I can remember seeing him get his first paycheck, and that was a win for all of us.
We take the time. We work with people. We care about people. And they know that.
One of the first relationships that we built was with the Clark County School District, and we started our student work experience program. And this is working with severely disabled youth and giving them the opportunity to work.
One service that's never gone away is our community-based training. And the referrals are individuals that have a documented disability. We just train and assess them. Are they job ready?
In 2005, that's when we opened our first Career Connections. Then we really took off in terms of being able to serve many more people.
We were doing full service, meaning it was from entry, training and assessment, to placement, to job coaching.
Literally went overnight from serving maybe 10 people a day to 50 people a day.
You know, our veteran integration program, we went to a community organization, Nevada Women's Philanthropy, and we were very, very successful in receiving funds to start that program. And part of that is because our financial records and the way that we fund our programs, we're an open book.
The growth and the services we provide are almost beyond my comprehension. To see us accomplishing so much for the community, it's just such a wonderful feeling.
We had reached a point where the skill set needed for continued growth was really beyond what I had. I really needed somebody that had the retail expertise to come onto our team, and we were very fortunate to bring Alan on board.
Retail is important because we have a funding source within our organization.
Profits out of retail go right back into helping us with those job training and job placement programs.
You can get a great deal at our stores, but you also know that that money that is generated from those sales goes into our mission services.
When people donate money to us, 100%, every dollar that they donate goes directly to one of these services. And that is something that is truly amazing.
The most important part of the whole cycle is the donations and making it convenient for the donors to go to the store directly. I came in at the bottom of the market and we were really able to grab some great spaces. Now we're over half of the donors are going right to the stores. 20 years ago, we had to beg to get into a shopping center. But the more stores we've opened, the more locations we've been in, we now have developers and shopping center owners calling us, asking if we will come into that center.
The thing that I'm most touched by is how our Southern Nevada community, how the people of our community gave us a second chance. Since then, we have had the privilege to help well over 17,000 people get that first paycheck.
If you look at the number of people that Goodwill of Southern Nevada is serving, you know, it's a miracle. And in my lifetime, there aren't that many miracles.
It's so clear to me that anything is possible. I mean, if we've come this far, who knows where we'll be.
We're going to keep growing, keep working with other organizations to the point where anyone that wants a job gets a job.
The number of people that are employed in the stores would never have been employed if this wasn't here. The number of people with disabilities would never be served because we weren't here. So many things have happened and they've done so well. And listen, this is the best thing I've ever done. So I can take that to the bank.